What's up, guys? So, long week this week for the fishing report. So, it's kind of going to be hit or miss. Some of your lakes and some of your river systems is already starting to turn over simply because of the cooler weather. And we've got more cooler weather coming in. So, one of the ways that I really identify this, and I kind of know when I get to the water it's going to be tough unless I make some changes, is the watercolor. Okay, so like one of my home lakes that I fish all the time, it's usually like a pretty like emerald green color. But when we went the other day, it's like just a brown, just a dingy brown color. So it's not like, just that pretty green emerald color water that you would normally see. And what that did is that set up for kind of tough fishing, because here's the problem. You've got like 3 foot of water where you have that brown sediment, and that 3 foot of water with that brown sediment, the shad's not going to hover in that like 3 foot area simply because they have small gills. So like that trash and stuff that's in that top part of the water column is going to get clogged up in their gills, and that's when you see them go belly up and stuff like that a lot of times during the fall or early winter. So we knew we needed to fish deeper, but we kind of really had to pay attention to like how deep, right? So like we were really looking for fish in like that 5 to 8 foot range, because we also saw that our thermocline wasn't but like 14 foot deep, so we knew we wasn't going to be fishing any deeper than 14 foot. Now in the middle of the creeks and stuff, this is kind of where all this stuff kind of plays in. We would see them kind of just suspending out in the middle, and we would see groups of shad moving in and out. So one of the ways that you can catch them when they're doing that is burning crankbaits through those bait balls and busting those bait balls up, and the fish will typically react to that. Now, I typically do that with a lipless crankbait. You can do it with like a Series 3 if you're around wood timber, anything like that. But on the other side, there's also still fish like super shallow. So when I say super shallow, if you get back into a creek, like a long creek, and like at the midway point or the 3/4 mark towards the back, that water starts to clear up a little bit, then you can pretty much find fish like super shallow. So I target those fish. The past couple of days has been kind of tough on the frog bite and stuff like that. So what I did is I took my flipping rod, 50-pound test, and I tie on a ball head jig. I like using the War Eagle heavy finesse jig. Put a Reaction Innovation Sweet Beaver on the back. I cut that thing in half and then trim the corners of it to where it's like more sleek. Buttons right up to the jig real nice. Break the legs on it so it gets a little bit more action, and I flip that into laydowns and then right around the edge of the grass and stuff like that, anywhere I think a bass may be, and you'll catch a lot more fish. So anyway, guys, that's the weekly fishing report. See you next week. Love you.